I'm about to be on mail call. What are you doing? That's Michelle. I'm just waiting for people to arrive. I think it's like 4:49, 4:59. This is my lovely little walkway to go to Michelle's. Hey, where are my flowers in my box?
Sitting on my deck waiting to be planted.
Get on it, sunshine. I know.
Think about dog, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget, did you get that email about the Salem Hospital form? Did you? Oh, you didn't. Okay. Oh, because I don't have your email. Yeah, we have to do the Corey check for, I'll talk to you about it later, but you have to fill something out. Okay. All right. All right, bye. Okay, we're going to do mail chat from the deck. This is my little deck up here. Got it all set up, so hopefully this will work. Although I won't be able to see. Whoa. What did it do? It flipped back around. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay. So, I think everybody can see me. Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it because I'm not sure people can see me, and that way I can read. Okay, there we go. I'll just hold it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mail Call. We are having mail call from the deck at my house, the loft deck. And I'll flip this around. You guys can see the view of the deck. From the deck, this is the ponds. Over there, overlooking Honeymoon. We used to call it Honeymoon Hill. And then over here we have the goat area, and then over here we have the walkway that goes to where Michelle is. She has all these tarps up so that her little dogs don't get in an argument through the fence with Larky. She's afraid they'll get eaten by Larky, so she's got it. She put a fence in, and then she put the screens up so her dogs can't see Larky, and Larky can't see her little dogs. She has little tiny chihuahuas, and then she has one big puppy that she's fostering that she's going to be using to go to Salem 5. Not Salem 5. I always say that. Salem 5 is a bank. Salem Hospital is where we are starting in maybe even as soon as next week. They're doing the Corey checks, and with the Corey checks they have to do an interview with each one of us. And I believe mine is set up, hoping mine is set up on Friday. And once the Corey check has once I've been approved, then I can start bringing animals. And as you guys might remember, we're bringing animals to Salem Hospital 7 days a week to visit the patients there. And I've lined up a bunch of dogs, and looking forward to getting that started. That'll be in the afternoon, so we'll still be doing the farm visits and and the mobile visits through Goldy's farm. But then in the afternoons, we'll all share the responsibility of going to the Salem Hospital with dogs. So that's good. And there's my little loft in there. I'd bring you in there, but I've been going through mail, and I have a stack of mail. I can show you. Stack of mail. My house is, that's what I've been doing all day, is going through that mess of mail. Still not done. What else has been going on? We have been doing some visits this week. Today I went to Methuen Village. I'll turn this around now. Today I went to Methuen Village in Methuen, and I brought Piggy, Flower, and Piggy, Flower, and Larky, and Wanda. Yeah, so I did a little bit of a pilot today to see because Elizabeth has been busy with Meredith. They have some sheep issues going on out there. And I wondered if I could just go by myself today. So, because I did it down in South Carolina all the time. And it helps if you know where you're going and you know the people where you're going. So today I went by myself. And because I know it was a small group of people, it's usually a small group of people at Methuen Village. And there's always people that are willing to help. There's staff, there's a lot of staff there. So I handed Percy over to one of the staff members, and I held Flower. Flower was really good. They really appreciated bringing Flower. It's nice to have the horses back in the mix. And Piggy's or Percy, I always call him Percy Piggy. Percy was really good. He's always really good. And so that's what we did today. Yesterday, where did we go yesterday? Okay, I always have this problem during mail calls. So we were at Hunt yesterday. Yeah, I went to Hunt yesterday and brought a group of animals. And the day before, I went with my mother to, Carlene and I went to Avita, that place on Low Street in Newburyport. So we're still charging forward and doing jobs as usual. And haven't seen much of Elizabeth, although she's, I've talked to her a bunch of times. She's been out at Meredith. There's my hand in the way. There we go. She's been out at Meredith. They've had a couple people have moved off of Meredith, and so she's kind of reorganizing the barn. And Nick was down here yesterday working on the cameras, because one of the things I did over the weekend, because I don't like to take any time off, obviously, and I went and I cleaned that white bubble arena. I took it, one of those pressure washers, and I washed the outside of the white arena as high up as I could, and then I also washed the inside. Because the problem with the white arena is that I actually put too much sand and flooring down, and so it was really, really dusty, and I didn't feel that was healthy for the donkeys. So I looked into some solutions for new flooring, and it was all too expensive. So, and the cheapest solution was $600. I could add some material that would last for 16 months to cut down the dust. But I was like, you know what the real problem is I just put too much sand in there. So I went in and I scraped out a lot of the sand. I left a little, an inch over the entire thing. And I put one area of the arena so it's really comfortable for them to lie in. But for the most part, I took out all the extra sand, so it did cut down the dust. So that was all good. But in the process of moving everything got covered with dust, so I moved all the sand. Well, I like to say problems on top of problems. In order to move the sand, because I've wanted to do this for a while, because it's been dusty for a long time, I had to fix the tractor. The tractor had an issue where it would run for about 20 minutes and then it would just turn off. It would just get tired and shut down. So had to fix that first. So that required to buy a filter, because we tried a few things, and then cleaning out the engine, because one of the problems is we use the tractor to move the manure. So all the manure falls on the tractor and got in to the engine. So we cleaned all that out, and that didn't seem to fix the problem. So the next we tried to change the filter. Of course, I went online and bought the wrong filter. There's no Kubota place around here, so I bought the wrong filter. So that was another week later. Finally got the right filter and put the filter in, and it did fix the problem. So we had to fix the tractor in order to move the sand. And then once I moved the sand, then there was so much dust in the aisle of the barn and all over the arena that I got a pressure washer, and I washed it all off. So that is been all cleared. It looks really good, and the dust is much. I'd say it's 90% better, which is good. I have all the fans set up in the barn, and the animals have been in the barn standing in front of the fans all day. I've been letting them out periodically on the grass. I don't want to overgraze them because donkeys, first of all, it's not good for them to have too much grass, and I don't want the property to get overgrazed and be a rock. Instead of having grass to graze on, they have sand and rocks. So they have dirt paddocks where they are most of the time, and they get hay, pretty much round the clock hay, inside the arena at night, and then all the way in the back of the tanner barn, and also up on the hill, and you guys can probably see that. So they have lots of hay all the time, but they really do enjoy being out in the grass. So I've put in a nice big in the arena field. I call it the arena field, but it's probably an acre field that has good lush grass in it. Maybe it's a little bigger. And I fenced all that in so they can go in there. And I also put in a perimeter. I fixed the perimeter fence, so that they can kind of wander. You'll see them. Sometimes I let them out just on the driveways. Now that I have a fence that will hold them in the property and they won't go down the driveway. And so that I let them out, especially the animals that go to work, they get to get off the trailer and have grass. That's one of the benefits. So you'll see Magnus went to hunt yesterday, Magnus the little donkey. So he was out wandering around, and then Flower was out today. So that was good progress that we made, is getting that dust down. Switching over because my arm gets tired. Where's the camera? Oh, there we go. And let's see, what else? My friends down in Aiken, who are, my friends Fred and Michael, who stayed in my apartment down in Aiken, and they ride. They bought the house across the street, which I'm very excited about. So they're now my neighbors down in Aiken, so I can officially call them my neighbors. Very excited about that. And Michael and Fred, you met both of them through various mail calls. They're married to each other. Love them. They're such great people. They're the reason that Percy really turned the corner and became a nice pig to deal with. And they got their own pig. Yes, I saw that they got a little black girl pig, and now we're not having baby pigs with Percy, who still needs to be fixed, and their pig. But oh my God, that pig is so cute. So they're going to have their own pig, and I bet they're going to bring that pig down to Aiken. So when I go back down, not only do I use their Great Dane and their dog Violet and whatever else they have, and Angus, they have Angus that I can use their piggy too. So, anyway, so I'm very excited about that. And I'm seeing you guys asking about the donkey camera. Okay, so again, problems on top of problems. I think when I washed the arena with the pressure washer, I may have done something to the camera. I think that it's a cable issue. It's not the camera issue, but the camera, as soon as the camera shut off when I cleaned that side of the wall. I think maybe I sprayed it too much, but and I don't know. So I have ordered the new cable, so that camera hopefully will come back alive, but it needs a new cable, which then needs to be installed. I tried to fix it, and then Nick came down and took a look, and we tested it, and it seems that the cable got wet or something. So yeah, I like to break things on a regular basis. I also broke the in the tanner barn, the faucet is leaking pretty badly. Yeah, so it's a farm. Lots of things need to get fixed. This is a full-time job. It's unbelievable how much this of Goldie's farm now takes up my life. Another thing I'm working on is, in addition to just going through a stack of mail that was put in a pile for me, and it's Goldie's farm mail, it's Carleen White mail, and only one thing is mine, but whatever. So the other thing I'm working on is I'm going to put a flyer into all of the nursing homes that we visit to encourage them, if they like our services, to maybe donate towards us. So that's good. and we have Eli, who is it? No, that's not his name. His name is not Eli. I call him the camera kid. And the camera kid, his name is, he's a basketball player. His last name's Thomas. Is it Eli Thomas? Isaiah? Yeah. Okay, so the cabin boy, the camper kid, and I've told him I'm calling him camper kid. And I can call him camper kid because I was camper lady I lived in that camper last summer. So, camper boy, the camper kid, he went and did some work in the camper and found that the camper had been leaking and had some mold, and so he really wants to come in here. He's helping with my mother, which is great. So we've gutted the camper, and Bao, who I just saw him pull up, was here late last night. You might have seen Isaiah, that's it, yes. Isn't it ridiculous that you guys know his name and I can't seem to remember that? Isaiah Thomas, that's right. Isaiah Thomas, the basketball player. Yes, so Isaiah, and really like him. He's great with my mother. I saw them, they've been working on the computer. She wants to hang up pictures around Donkey Cafe, so she's doing really well with him. So he wants to move in, but unfortunately we have to do some repairs because remember, problems on top of problems. Judy leaving has left a void with Carlene. She needs someone to help her with a bunch of stuff and keep her entertained. And so I found Isaiah, who's kind of in a transition, more like Justin as well. And so he is interested in living in the camper, which means we can now call him Camper Kid. And he's cleaned the whole camper, but he did find some leakage, and Bao has been fixing that. It's nice to have such a good team. I could call Bao. I'm like, we need to do this right away. So he and his son-in-law did work on the cabin on the camper until about 9 o'clock, till it got dark last night. So hoping to get it ready for Isaiah, Camper Kid, to stay there tomorrow night. And because I just saw Bao, he's going to continue working on it right now. And then Justin I saw that he went off to someplace and bought a bunch of swordfish for the grill. So we're having a swordfish on the grill evening, which is really nice. It's really nice to see Goldy's Farm, the people of Goldy's Farm, getting along so well. And I know that we did have that big disruption there for a little while, but everything seems to have calmed down. We've kind of worked through some of the issues, and people are getting along really well, so that we do have things like, Justin cooks for everybody, and Bao is, it's a team now, which has always been my vision of I'd like to say misfits, me included, and we're all here to join the cause, and everybody pulls their weight to try to keep Goldy's Farm moving forward, and the end result is that if everyone does a little, everyone's got. I joke with Elizabeth all the time that we're all in a boat together, and we have to be rowing together. And sometimes we're just rowing in a circle because only one side of the team is rowing, but we're still moving. Other times we're all rowing together and we're moving forward. So, but at least we're all happy in the boat. And the other night it was funny because this was when we first discovered the issue with the camper, and Bao stayed late working in the camper, like taking things out of the camper so we could, put new insulation and new paneling on the walls. He was kind of gutting the camper, and I'm inside working on the flyer. I'm on my computer. It's 8:30 at night, and I hear Justin, because my window's open because it was a nice breeze outside. I hear Justin go over to Bao, and he's like, and Justin was on his way into Donkey Cafe where the grill is. He's like, "Hey, I'm cooking some hamburgers. Do you want a hamburger?" And I was like, "Oh, that's really nice." And then they went into the, Justin starts cooking. Bao kind of wraps up what he was doing because it was getting late. And they sat in the in Donkey Cafe and just chitter-chatted, had a beer, laughed. I could hear them, and I was working, so I didn't want to go join them because I was trying to get some things. I want to get that flyer done, and sometimes I don't have time to do stuff during the day, so I was kind of really focused on that. But I could hear them out there laughing and having a good time. Michelle came by to drop off her trash. She said hello at the same time. So that's the kind of culture and environment that that I see growing here on Goldy's farm. But really, at the end of the day, it's all about having a happy place for people to come, especially seniors in nursing homes can come and visit. So the goal is being achieved, which is nice. So I'm looking at some of the questions now. And when is the next scheduled visit for people to come on the farm? I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the calendar on that one. I know we've got people coming on Monday of next week. Not sure the next visit that we have on the books, but I'm sure we do. And the other question that I saw go by was from Cloud/Linda. I have put a lot of reserves in the calendar because we're full all through June and in July, and then I get things like people calling and saying, "Oh, I didn't put, I need a time." So a lot of times on Fridays, I just put a reserve in there. The other thing that I'm also concerned about is that there are times when we have a booking in the morning, and then we can't get back in time for lunch in order to be doing a booking in the afternoon. So just in order to kind of keep it comfortable for me and the staff, not to be rushing here and rushing there, I've put in this reserve thing to say, all right, well, because people can book all by themselves. We don't have to, we're not out there approving anything. So unfortunately, when someone puts in a calendar booking for to be on the farm for a 12 o'clock, like a bus is coming at 12 of seniors, they're going to have lunch in Donkey Cafe and they're going to want to see all the animals. Someone online could go in and book in the morning. And if they book in the morning and it's in like Methuen, like today, I got back at 12 o'clock today. So it's too tight of a schedule, and I feel like we should kind of slow it down a little bit. So I've started to do that. And then on top of it, especially on Fridays, is going to be my day to go to Salem Hospital. So if we have a job in the morning, I need to wrap up and get home and get to Salem Hospital with whatever dog. And I'm going to bring the pig. I'm not going to tell them that. I'm just going to, because we're supposed to set up dogs to go visit Salem Hospital. That's what they asked for. But I'm going to bring Piggy and just tell him he identifies as a dog, because he is kind of a dog. And except he's slow. And so I'm going to be responsible for bringing Piggy once a week. So, so that's the overall what's happening on the farm. I like to catch everybody up. Anything else? Let me see what we've got for questions now. I'm in the sun, so it's going to be hard to read here. Okay. And I don't have the right ordering. The cable, yes, that's Joe saying ordering the cable. I don't have the right glasses to see anything. Yes. So, Bella, I think, is here tomorrow. So maybe Bella and Elizabeth will do mail call. And we have a job tomorrow, a new one tomorrow at 10 a.m. in Danvers. I spoke to the woman the other day. It's always nice to have new ones, and that's why we're getting so full. So that's always a challenge, but it's good. It's good that this is what I expected. Well, this is not what I expected. This is what I'd hoped, is that Goldy's farm would be accessible to anybody that wanted us. So anyone that wanted us to come, anyone that wanted to come to the farm, and any nursing homes and places. So it's all good. But I didn't anticipate to be this busy. It's a full time, because I feed in the morning, then I go to the job, Then I come home and I, clean up, do some paperwork. Sometimes I take a nap. And then I do the night feeding. And then sometimes I still have more stuff to do, bookings. And I know Judy's helping as well. But it's, there's my phone rings all the time and people wanting to know more about Goldy's Farm and how to set up a booking and things like that. So it's definitely a organization that's has a lot of demand. So that's good, right? Yes. I see my mother's health is great. My mother's actually doing really well. I know that she was talking about that thing that she's been making. Literally, she sat there all day yesterday with string in front of a table with string on the table trying to figure out how to make one. She'd made one before. She just couldn't figure out how she made it. And I was like, oh, shoot. All day. I'm like, Mom, why didn't you give up? And Justin's like, don't you let her give up. Don't you let her. You get going. And today I walked in this morning and she had figured it out. Yes. So she's very happy. She's in full production mode to make more of those. I don't know. They're the stringy things that you guys, it's the evolution of a monkey fist has now turned into this flat rope thing. She's very happy about that. So that's good. And I think that's all that's going on. It's pretty good for the week, right? Anything going on for us for the weekend? I'm hoping to get a couple more projects done, and then the projects around the farm are done. We have one more big. My next big push is to get all of the new fences that went in, get them painted. The new fence across the field, get them painted black so everything looks sharp. Because everybody that comes on the property, when you're catering to seniors, they want them to come on and see a pretty farm, not Tin Pan Alley. So everybody thinks I'm so crazy when a rail comes down, I'm running out there to fix the rail. And but I think it's important for everyone and our business to have this place look nice and orderly and well kept, even though it's exhausting to keep it the way we do. But it's good. So having said that, I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to take a little walk and see how long we can. We'll probably cut out, but that's the last thing I want to say before we go on our little tour is Nick was able to get the cameras working in the barn that 9 and 10, which I call the studio. So we will be hopefully doing the studio and Facebook at the same simultaneously to try to combat that. When the spin error when it freezes. So trying to work on that. And he had some suggestions of maybe shutting off a few cameras. And if you notice, I haven't gotten bumped off. Maybe it's because the arena cam's down. I don't know. He thinks it's a bandwidth thing. So we're going to continue to battle forward on that one. But I'm going to put my shoes on and I'm going to just turn this around and then we're going to do a little tour and see how far we can get with having this stay connected. So, okay, here we're turning it around. Gonna hit the button to turn it around. Why is it not turning around now? Okay, hold on a second. That is the turnaround button. Yeah, that's definitely the turnaround button. There it goes. Okay, there's the walkway. And then we're gonna go down my stairs here. All right, giving you more of a little bit of a tour into the floor, or this little walkway here. I built that in an afternoon with a bunch of excess rocks that I found in a pile back in the woods, back in out where behind the kennel. I found those. Let me just grab my shoes. Oh, and this is the downstairs area where my staging area. I put down this brick. It's actually brick. Faux, they're like brick slices, and this is kind of the mudroom area, and it has the and there's Justin. Hi, Justin. This is
when do you want
anytime.
So like 6-ish sound good?
6-ish sounds great. So And then over here on the wall, I should take a picture of this. This is this is a whole bunch of pictures of my childhood that I found somewhere. Like, if you can see there's the donkeys. There's my sister and her husband, more donkeys, my mother looking very young. Animal episodes. My sister in my sister in a parade. My dad and his draft horses. I'm trying to think of, I think that's a costume class where they dressed up the horses and the costume was an airplane. There's my mother with beginning of service dog project. More stuff here. Dogs, the caboose that we always talk about. And trying to think of it. Oh, and this is a good one. I like this picture. Oops, not that one. This picture of the Great Danes pulling a wagon. This was a fail. It looks like it worked, but it didn't. It was a complete failure. More of like when I was a kid, hooking donkeys in parades in Boston. More hooking donkeys in parades somewhere. There's my dad and his draft horses. And yeah, so I found that kind of hidden away. All right, so now we're gonna head back out. Noticing my little walkway here. This was so easy to build, and it's still here. I did it last year in an afternoon. Little rocks there. And then Bao is working diligently on the paneling for the camper. I was trying to figure it out. And Wanda, let's see what Wanda has. Wanda has a stick or a bone. She's got a toy. She's got something. Oh, it's a bone. She has part of a bone. Roger Reed would like that. There she is. And then over here, we have Justin, who's cooking. I have to shut the fountain off during the day because the birds, I guess, won't swim there because they're afraid of the fountain, so I shut it off every day. And this is my mother's project, which she wants to hang some of these things. I'm not really thrilled about that, but
All her accolades.
yeah, I don't know where she's going to put them because it's going to be outside in the winter and they're all going to get ruined.
I don't know, we're going to Staples tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Okay, so I just roll my eyes, whatever. Justin and Isaiah.
Hold on.
The camper kid.
Camper kid.
The camper kid.
Yep.
And there's where it all happens on the grill. And then over here we have I got another fan, hopefully to help with the bees. When you turn that fan over there and this fan on, all of the bees are around here. They get blown away. So that worked the other day when people were here. I thought that was important. This is the pony-proof closet where I keep all the food for the ducks. And the ducks, there's 2 ducks. These are the ugly ducks. I'm not a big fan of these ducks. I don't know where the rest of them are, but they're around. And then last thing I'm going to show you, because you guys have seen the barn, is the little garden that we put in. Because, Crazy Carlene wants her piece. See, we're getting really good reception today. That's interesting. And here's the peas that I watered yesterday. I got to water them still today. And they're coming up nicely. And one thing, if anyone wants to, whoever sent us all of those little rabbit treats, the bunnies love those pea flakes. And I'm out of pea flakes. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is the new batch of chickens. These are Elizabeth's chickens. I didn't even know they were here on the farm, but she's going to start working with some of them. There's one of them. They're all babies. And she's going to start working with them to have backup chickens. Not really sure why she has all these chickens. but they're down here because they need to get a little bigger before we can put them out with the other chickens. And this is a fox-proof little place, but they'll probably go out with the rest of the chickens in the barn. But they're all different colors and sizes. They're kind of cute, fluffy little things. But they're not cuddly like the ones in the barn. I like the ones in the barn, they're all cuddly. I call them my ladies in the barn. So Elizabeth comes down here and she's supposed to be handling them. Don't even know what kind of breed they are. Now look at that one, that little guy with the fluffy feet. Yeah. So yeah, chickens. All right. Okay. I'm gonna lock up the door so that the fox doesn't get in there. Make sure they have water while I'm here. Yep, they have water, that's good. Yeah, it's very warm today, so gotta make sure that thing shuts properly. Ugh, okay. Oh, no, it didn't. Here we go. I can't get that door shut. Ugh, okay, I'll come back and check it. So this is also the back of what used to be the ICU. Now I call it just the kennel. This little run. This is where extra dogs go and play. I've put down grass seeds, so grass is starting to come up. I put down wildflowers, but none of them grew. And yeah, I think that's about it for the day. So I guess we'll see you all. I'll see you all next Wednesday. And thanks for joining. Bye.